Yeah, I'm David Wigglesworth. I'm the Vice President of Global M2M Services for Iridium, and that involves managing the M2M business for Iridium as a global entity. So the presentation today at M2M was about the range of applications that we see within satellites and the fleet and asset markets in particular. And we see slightly different markets than maybe some of the cellular carriers do. See a lot more maritime, a lot more aviation. And those are unique aspects of our system that we could provide coverage in areas where traditional terrestrial systems are unavailable. No, indeed. I mean, the verticals that we're in, those are two strong ones because because of our coverage capabilities. But the same technology, the same network, the same transceivers are all very much applicable to fleet management applications in typically remote areas, and even small handheld devices for remote hikers. But we look to the OEM markets, so things like heavy equipment, vehicle management. We also see a lot of applications within government, fleet tracking, as well as the traditional oil field services and energy sectors where they typically have infrastructure or are mining something, for example, in a very remote region with no terrestrial coverage. We also see a dual mode need where cellular may be the primary, but often there's short gaps and instant communications or backup communications are required, and we provide that service too. Well, I think as the industry perspective, some of the challenges that we see are amongst the regulatory side, and I think it's different for a satellite company versus a terrestrial, but I think there's some commonality there that as the Internet of Things is growing, as machine-to-machine is growing, I think there's beginning to see more interest in regulators to potentially regulate and put requirements on there, whether it's data privacy, data requirements in terms of access to that data, and even just some basic licensing requirements. So I think ultimately that's going to become a longer term problem. Maybe it's not so much of a problem now because the business isn't quite so large, but with the true potential of machine-to-machine and the Internet of Things, I think that will come to the fore in the future. So M2M World Congress 2014 was great for me because I got to meet a lot of different partners, a lot of different people from very different aspects or different sectors of the M2M industry. So there's a lot of range of from telecom carriers around the world to systems, platforms providers, as well as some of the analysts. So this is a great forum. There's not many shows that focus specifically on M2M. Often it's a segment of another show, and this was pure M2M, which was great because everything was on topic. The quality of the speakers was high, the quality of the attendees was high.